Hello everyone, this PowerPoint is intended to assist you with being successful in the health information technology specific courses. While the PowerPoint cannot cover all aspects of every course, it should give you a good foundation from where to build from. This PowerPoint will also be posted with the notes so you can read over them in the orientation course. Just like the rest of the healthcare team, HIM professionals must be able to make critical decisions at a moment's notice. You cannot expect patients or providers to wait for you to look something up in a textbook because all you learned was how to memorize questions and answers. You are required to practice and develop your critical thinking skills. Learning outcomes, also referred to as student learning outcomes or SLOs, are tied directly to the assignments that determine your mastery of competency. These are generally requirements of either accreditation or state mandates. So yes, sometimes we're not excited about all of them either, but we are required to cover them just the same. These assignments are worth more and are reported directly to the assessment coordinator for the institution, as well as other reporting agencies as required. You should achieve a minimum of 80% on these assessed assignments. You should be able to find the materials you need for the courses in the course search. You can expand to find out what those textbooks or software names are under the course. Most instructors will give you a 1-week grace period before doing work out of an assigned textbook or software systems. However, you should be prepared by the first day of class unless you're waiting on the bookstore for some reason. Let your instructor know immediately if you are giving a different edition of material than listed on the website, as they don't know if the bookstore has purchased the wrong item until someone tells them. Some textbooks come with supplemental material that you don't need, such as a Navigate to textbook software. If you plan to sell this book back, then don't scratch off the code if you don't need it. However, if the course requires you to purchase a MindTap code, for example, and you buy a used textbook that doesn't have it with it, you are required to buy this software separately at your own cost. Be prepared to have access to a desktop computer or at minimum a tablet when it is time to complete assignments and take exams. Your course will not look the same on your phone, and it's much more difficult to take exams, let alone try to upload a 3-page research paper. You must have frequent and clear communication with your instructors. We're not mind readers and cannot know what is going on if you don't let us know. Make sure that you know the contact information of your lead instructor at the beginning of class. Remember that instructors are human and not infallible. If you see a problem, say something. As hard as we try, things happen like an exam not opening or closing at the right time or an attachment is missing. Let your instructor know ASAP if you come across that. Remember that your lack of preparation does not warrant an emergency for your instructor. Be respectful and do not try to call an instructor at 11:59 at night because you waited until the last minute to do your exam and you can't get in. Email your instructor and follow up with a phone call the next day. A technical glitch is not a crisis. The homepage in the MyNeoShow website is the landing page. That is the first thing that you will see once you log in and click on your course. You can use the quick links menu to access the list of your courses that you're enrolled in. There are many tabs in all of your MyNeoShow courses located to the left of the page, and these include things like syllabus information, coursework, assignments, forms, tech support, those roster, etc. Also, on your homepage, you should find the expectations of the course. Refer to your specific course instructions on how to be successful. If your course has the important course information, start here section on the homepage, note that this is extremely important information to review for the program. However, it will be a duplicate of the same information in other courses. So if it looks identical to this, you don't need to review it for each and every course, though you're welcome to do so. It should remain a point of reference when you don't recall how to properly cite your work, how to post an appropriate form, respond to an essay question, etc. Any announcements for the course will be posted in the homepage under the news in MyNeoShow. This will notify you of updates in the course, and you should check for new announcements each time you log in. You can also subscribe to this section for immediate updates to email. It's highly recommended that you do subscribe to the news portlet in the LHT 001 HIT orientation course and the student blog on the homepage as well. The Overview tab in your course should give you an idea of what's coming due next, but it's not managed by your instructor directly. Utilize your course schedule as a reference for course assignments and contact your instructor for specific questions. Your work will be broken out into modules with due dates for each assignment within the module. Please monitor the due dates within these modules closely. More assignments will open as the semester progresses. All assignments are submitted through the coursework tab in MyNeoshow. Note that assignments do vary. If you do not understand how to complete an upload assignment versus an online exam, you should complete the NC 105 course that's free to all students that specifically addresses how to complete a variety of assignments and navigate MyNeoshow. As a general rule, you do not email assignments to your instructors. Review the course overview or course schedule, whatever it's called, provided to you so that you can plan accordingly to complete assignments on time. However, the actual due date and time that assignments are due is specifically in the coursework tab. And these may vary, so watch this carefully. You are encouraged to work ahead. This always allows you not to fall behind if you have an unforeseen life event that happens during the semester. It's much easier to stay ahead than play catch up. Your assignment types will vary greatly, as noted in the syllabus, to include things like essays, exams, research papers, group assignments, forum discussions, projects, etc. Late work, if accepted with prior approval, will be on a case-by-case basis, only when there are extenuating circumstances. Expect to complete all the work in the course even if you only earn a 0. All courses are eligible to require a proctored exam or many proctored exams. It often depends on the instructor and the type of assignments. This information will be shared as soon as possible, that students may have time to plan ahead and make arrangements through the TLC, the CLC, or you can complete an offsite proctor request form. You may use a pre-approved proctor or choose someone that's closer to your location. You are responsible to have this taken care of well ahead of time. Not only we have to turn the paperwork, you'll have to get it scheduled with that person as well, and we have to let them know the parameters of the exam. You can find more information on the forms in the HIT orientation course. Any exams that are proctored will be noted in the course schedule ahead of time. Usually the 2 professional practice experience courses do have that mandated. There are 0 excuses acceptable for not having your proctor form and schedule done ahead of time. All students are expected to participate in forums, which are under the Forum tab in the course. See the Netiquette references on the homepage for guidelines on appropriate postings. You are expected to use appropriate grammar, spelling, word tense, and complete sentences. This is no different than all your assignments in your other courses. Forums allow students in the online environment to exchange information like that in the classroom, and points are assessed and posted under the coursework for the corresponding assignments. You can refer to any associated rubrics for grading. It is not busy work, nor is it optional, as points are assessed and required, and some forums are tied directly to those course student learning outcomes. Be aware that some, or if not many, of your posts will be post first, which allow you to see other posts in the course only after you have first posted yours. Journal assignments are also found in the forums, and those are between the instructor and the student only, so there would be no response posts. The gradebook tab contains all the assignments for the course and shows the overall grade as it's calculated. I have an example here. Each assignment is weighed individually and will show a contribution to the overall grade in the course. The midterm and final, of course, are weighted heavier than the others. Contact your instructor if you see any discrepancies. You probably won't see the attendance, but it is recorded at the cert roster time and at the end of the semester. It's not figured into your grade, but it may be used to justify needing to do an administrative withdrawal and showing that you're not participating in the course. You may receive an early academic warning from the college if you have failing grades or excessive online absences. You may be reported if you miss 2 assignment due dates in a row. If you've submitted something and you see just a dash, that means that it needs graded manually. If you need something graded ahead of time, email your instructor and let them know. There are times when students submit something late and the instructor is waiting for everything to be turned in before grading. If you need to know your grade Before this, simply ask. Don't wait until your course evaluation to complain about not getting a grade on time when you never addressed it with the instructor to begin with. The Resources tab will house any course or program documents as applicable. Handouts may be downloaded and may be something assigned to class, such as an article or a PowerPoint presentation. Web links, often referred to bookmark or are referred to as bookmarks, will take you to a website or other online resource that you need for either the program or the specific course. Please be respectful and contact the correct person when you have issues in MyNeosho or with your email. The Tech Support tab houses all this information and for both online courses and accessibility. Do not contact tech support when you get kicked out of an exam and expect them to help you. Contact your instructor if you think an assignment did not open correctly or you're kicked out of an exam. Contact the program director if you've not heard anything from your instructor or you feel you have an issue that needs elevation. Here's some examples of other tabs you might find in your course. For example, the roster tab is a way that you can just do a simple click and pick who you want that's enrolled in the class with you to send an email to. If you are using the HEMA Virtual Lab as part of your course, such as electronic health records, there might be an extra tab in there to denote that. The same Journal of HEMA, you can read articles out there from that RSS feed. Your calendar is also available. And if you want to communicate with your instructor virtually, the link for Zoom is out there as well. As a reminder, you must contact the Dean of Student Services in Sanders Hall on the Chanute campus, or you can call and request special accommodations. We're happy to assist you in any way possible through the appropriate avenue. Simply telling your instructor that you need accommodations is not sufficient. Most of you are taking a course towards a degree or a certificate and not just for the fun of it. So I just wanted to make it clear that some of the material in your courses will be more interesting than others. We are with you on that, but we cannot just teach what we might think is fun. We are held to accreditation standards and must meet those at a minimum. In addition, we're required to gather information from our advisory board members on what skills they need in the workforce and demonstrate that you're being taught those as well. It is not an easy balance, but students sometimes complain that it's a waste of time to learn something in a certain class because it's not on the national exam. Therefore, I'm clarifying that we cannot just teach some questions that we think might be on an exam. This is an entire program that has many requirements at all different levels. We are making every effort to help you pass your national exam, as many before you have done successfully. Just know that the health information profession is a vast and complicated profession requiring knowledge far beyond a 3.5 hour exam. The most common reason to fail this class is lack of work completion and participation. If you stay on top of your coursework so that you ask questions ahead of the due date, you have a high probability of passing your courses. Do the assignments yourself, as cheating will be revealed during your exams and can be reason for dismissal from the program. It is necessary to do the work yourself, as the national exam is a comprehensive exam from your knowledge in all the coursework. Every year, students receive an academic honesty violation despite being notified ahead of time what the expectations are and the consequences. There's no excuse for plagiarism or cheating. The most common reasons that this occurs is because of procrastination and laziness. So please plan to work ahead whenever possible. Please review the academic honesty policy in the student handbook for more details. Your career in this field will rely heavily on your ability to display professionalism and emotional intelligence at all times. You cannot blame the program or your instructors if you've created such a bad reputation for yourself that no one wants to allow you to do their internship at their facility. Whether in or outside the classroom, you are expected to be reasonable and respectful to human beings. Otherwise, you may need to reconsider if this is the profession for you. We are held to a high standard of confidentiality, and no one feels comfortable trusting their information to a rude or irrational gossiper. It cannot be emphasized enough that your conduct is a reflection of your character and is taken into consideration for internship facility placement. Future employers take heed of a student's reputation in a program, as well as how they conducted themselves during their internship professional practice experiences. And yes, they check social media as well. Make positive and lifelong contacts early. The easiest way to do that is to put yourself out there and attend national or state HIM association meetings, such as CAHIMA. You don't have to wait until you graduate to volunteer at the state or national level. I highly encourage students to participate in state committees. You can sign up directly on the CAHIM website under the volunteer sign up. Networking with HIM industry professionals can be a gateway to future employment and professional experiences. You should make every effort to attend your state association annual meetings. I will start putting that information out there in the orientation course so you can see the countdown to the next one. Start planning now on how to attend and pay for your PPE and annual meetings. These take time and money, but it is an invaluable part of your education. Stay connected on social media in a positive way. Most instructors and professional acquaintances may not feel comfortable conversing on Facebook, but having a LinkedIn account is a great way to showcase your professional experiences and interests. Feel free to add me to your LinkedIn community as well. As courses wrap up, we look forward to reading your course evaluations as well as any applicable program evaluations if you complete a certificate or degree. As part of the program and the course, it's imperative that you give us feedback, so get in the routine of completing these on time. Please keep your information updated through the college along the way. Once you graduate, it is harder to track you down for postgraduate and employment surveys that include information we must gather for state and program reporting. Whether it is one class or a whole program, we are here to help you succeed. Student failures and program dismissals are never celebrated. Your success is our success, so please stay organized, give your best effort, and communicate. Any issues that you're having or need help with, we are here to help you with that.